Hey, well, today's daily sprint, talking about purpose, passion, meaning, Viagra, lifting straps, and the Bible. Stay tuned for this one. So when I was going through my divorce, I was going through some really tough, like just depression and anxiety, and I didn't know it at the time. At the time on the outside, I was partying, man. I looked like happy as a camper, and I really didn't even know. And one day, I realized that I had erectile dysfunction. Nothing was happening. So I went and I asked a physician friend of mine, I'm like, hey man, can I get some Viagra? And he's like, yeah, I got some samples at the office. And he gave me some samples. And here's the thing. What was the root cause? Depression, anxiety, guilt, feelings of worthlessness. It wasn't until those things were dealt with. But what did I look for? I looked for something on the outside. I looked for something, not necessarily even the quick fix. Okay, but something on the outside, so I didn't have to deal with something on the inside. And my body and the universe and God told me, no, you got to deal with this on the inside, because this on the outside isn't going to get it done on a long-term basis. So that is what we're talking about today. Is before we make decisions that we think are going to bring joy to our life, like purchases, are those things magnifying or masking? Magnifying or masking, okay? The Viagra was masking deep inner issues. So we had 3 therapists, we had group therapy. It was awesome. Awesome. Big fan of therapy, by the way. So another thing, like lifting straps. Lifting straps is another big one. I went out in my lifting career and I'd get these Versa grips. I'm like, oh, they make lifting so much more comfortable. Why did they make it comfortable? Because I had a weakness. I had tough grip strength. I had weak grip strength. So when I'd go into deadlift competitions because of my grip strength, and you're not allowed the wristing straps, I would fail, not because of the core, but because of the extremity weakness. So what was I doing? I was going to the outside to mask a weakness instead of addressing the weakness. With the Bible, I went through a phase where that's weird. They say you should have a relationship with God. What are you talking about relationship? I'm a man. He's a spirit. Whatever. So what I would do is I'd quote a lot of verses. Like this is the playbook. I knew the playbook pretty well, or okay. I look like I did. I'd quote this and I'd quote that. But there's no relationship. Okay. Not saying that you shouldn't read your Bible. Absolutely read your Bible. But that doesn't replace the relationship that you should have with Jesus, with your Creator. So now let's kind of do the inverse of all of those things. Now, not to be weird, but just got to be authentic. Now, I will magnify. Once in a while, I will. I go to a clinic. Once in a while, I'll pick up some Viagra, and it magnifies. Okay? It magnifies, not masks, an experience. Now on real heavy lifts, I will use lifting straps to magnify the lift, to take the lift to the next level, but not to mask not to mask a lack of strength. I read this now more than ever to enhance my relationship with Jesus, not mask. So on the outside, I can say all these things, but to have a deeper understanding of my Creator. So what is this? How do you apply this to you? Because you're thinking, okay, well, how do I apply this to me? When you want to go buy that Rolex, are you masking something, or are you just magnifying? You're like, hey, I love watches, man. I feel great. I feel fulfilled. But man, I really like this watch. I feel even a little bit more fulfilled when I wear this watch, okay, or the experience of wearing it. When you go, if you want to buy a Ferrari or whatever, when you want to really get anything from the outside, is it helping you magnify a good thing that you already have, or is it helping you mask something that you should be dealing with?